Galileo, Galileo, Galileo. Let's take a look inside.
What is going on, you beautiful people? In today's video, we're doing another Let's Take a Look Inside. In today's video, as you can imagine, it is the Galileo. So without further ado, let's do an outside view and then we're going to go ahead inside. Let's go. Well, that's the outside. Now let's go take a look on the inside. So in order to get inside the Galileo, you've got to move over to the side ramp on the side. Then you can head up the stairs. It's got disability access. It's also got stair access. Heading up into the main area. So once you enter the cargo area, you can see there's a pharmacy dock there where you can put some first aids. And you've got your entrance. You don't have to climb up no ladders. You can walk straight in through the door. Let's enter. Upon entering, you enter into what appears to be a 1x1 storage room. You've also got windows on the rear and the front of the room, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Sorry, my crewmates just decided they want to come have a look. Heading through that singular door, you enter into what appears to be a research or scientific lab. Inside the science lab, obviously you can see a worktop there where they're doing chemicals. You've got a research station as well as a pharmaceutical station, and then on the right you have got a singular door which we can go through, and then all the way back at the far middle you've got a ladder that heads upstairs. Let's continue through the singular door. Heading through the other door, it leads you into another storage room, and in this 1x1 storage room, yet again you have a window at the rear and also at the front of the ship. This is what you see from the front window, front facing window, and this is what you see from the rear facing window. You can just peer up and see the engines, but you can see that there's windows upstairs. Let's carry on. This gives you a better view of the scientific room where they've got the research labs and the pharmaceutical labs. Now let's carry on up this ladder. We've now arrived on the upper deck of the Galileo. So this is heading up that ladder. You can see just in front of me in the middle of this storeroom, you do have a top dock. So in order to access all them outer spaceships, or if you were docking another ship, you would head up through the top dock. You've got a window on both the left and the right. Heading on deeper into the ship, we have got the engine room. In the engine room, you do have one workstation, enough for one extra crew member on this ship. However, the engine room from the other end doesn't have any fancy doors. It just has a single ladder going down the middle, and then you've got what appears to be the main entrance to the cockpit. We're gonna head down the ladder. At the bottom of the ladder, you come into what is the living quarters for all the crewmates on board of the Galileo. You can see that it's got the top and bottom bunks. It's actually got them on both sides, and you can also see that they've got a crew kitchen on this end as well as a dining table. They also have a table on this end of the ship with a couple of board games, used coffee cups. They could probably do with a clean up. And always one of the most important places, yeah, you know exactly what room this is. Let's head on back up and let's go to that cockpit. Let's take a look inside this cockpit. Once you enter this luxurious cockpit, you can see that there's multiple stations, both for working, navigation, and also flying. It's got all the controls and the panels on the walls that you can see. It's extremely well lit with loads of room to move around in, and you can also have 4 crew members plus you in this singular cockpit. As you enter the main door, to the left you'll see the captain's locker, and also on the right of the main entrance you have the cargo hold. Approaching the cockpit, we can go ahead and look around the windows. This is looking out the left side, so you can see what is the left side engine with a very good panoramic view of New Atlantis, but in this case, obviously, in any other case, it would be a panoramic view of what is happening around you. Let's get into the cockpit seat and see what it looks like from in the cockpit. In the cockpit, as you can see, you've got a very good view from left to right. However, up and down is very restricted by the panels that you have on the roof. If we were to go out into the third person, you can see it is quite a big wide boy ship. So there is a lot covered up, but it's pretty much a monster. This can travel 30 light years because of the perks that it has in terms of the reactor and the grav drive. Guys, what do you think of the ship? He seems to be following me everywhere. What do you think of the ship? And let me know in the comments down below. Would you buy it? And let me know what ship you'd like me to do next. Like, follow, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, look at them jugs.